What's good, ladies and gentlemen? How y'all doing? The Ahsoka show. That's next in line in the Star Wars franchise. Ladies and gentlemen, that trailer looks amazing. There's no way that you can't watch that trailer and not get hyped. Am I right? I mean, it's Ahsoka. Hey, yo! It's Ahsoka. She looking good. She ready to fight. Like, hey, Ahsoka was one of my favorite characters in the Clone Wars, okay? If you watch the Clone Wars, you a real one. You an OG. And you know how awesome it is to see Ahsoka's changes throughout the series. From when she first starts out until the end of the show. Her character progression, her skills progression. Like, it's awesome to see, right? Ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to be that guy that just hates on everything and is the Debbie Downer. Because trust, I'm not. I love Star Wars. I love Ahsoka's character. Like I've said before, right? She's one of my favorites. And I'm worried, just being realistic, that Disney doesn't know how to make shows anymore. At least when it comes to beloved, well-known characters. Because apparently they've proven that they do know how to make a good show when it comes to original or random new characters, Mandalorian, Andor, things like that. But apparently when it comes to well-known and beloved characters, such as Boba Fett and Obi-Wan Kenobi, they just seem to drop that ball down a 30,000-meter cliff. Why? What's going on? Disney, why? I know y'all are capable of making a decent show, a good show as a matter of fact. Andor has been one of my favorite pieces of Star Wars media in a very long time. So if you're capable of making something like that, why, when it comes to Obi-Wan, Boba Fett, these are your big hitters, the ones that should be the major shows, the ones that everybody is interested in, the ones that everyone wants to know more about, everyone wants to dive deeper into their characters. How come when it comes to them, y'all drop the ball? Y'all seem to just throw a gosh dang can of paint against the wall and say, wow, that's art. Like, come on, y'all. The shows that have involved the beloved characters, example being Boba Fett, Kenobi, Disney is 0 for 2. Both of those shows were pretty dog water. They're pretty bad. Kenobi has been the worst piece of Star Wars media that has come out since the holiday special. And that's not even me exaggerating. I think that show is absolute doo-doo water. Boba Fett was low mid at best. When it's these well-known beloved characters, Disney seems to not care, which is ironic because I feel like that's where they should bring their A game, where they should make the deeper, more intense, more meaningful stories because we want to know more about these characters. But Kenobi was an absolute piece of dog water. I just cannot believe that Disney made that show, and I don't understand. Listen, no disrespect. Nah, disrespect. Like, I just don't understand. Listen, I'm not trying to hate, but I just don't understand. Please help me understand in the comments. I ain't attacking you. Calm down. But help me understand. Like, literally, in the comments, help me understand. How does anybody like Kenobi? Because I have heard people being like, stop complaining. Kenobi is a fine story. It's good. Okay, you're just an elitist and blah, blah, blah. Like, I literally cannot wrap my head around, like, what was good about Kenobi? It was horrible. CG horrible. Story horrible. Characters were horribly written. Obi-Wan was horribly written. Leia was a terribly annoying character that just magically knew everything as a little child. Like, what is this? And then with Boba Fett, what, you got the famous kitchen fight out here? The high stakes kitchen fight? Like, what is happening with these beloved characters? Because for whatever reason, I have a theory that Disney legitimately is just too scared to touch a little hair on the heads of their main characters. Because whenever it comes to a side character, i.e. Mando, i.e. Andor, these are nobodies, right? These are original characters. And I mean, now everybody knows Mandalorian, obviously. Hey, peep the shirt, right? Now everybody knows Mandalorian, right? Obviously, but originally he was a nobody. He was just a random Mandalorian. And then Andor, that's one of my favorite pieces of Star Wars media right there. Andor has been, I think, the best piece of Star Wars media in a long time. Definitely one of my favorite shows. And Mandalorian, obviously, is fire as well. See, Disney actually sends out the good writers, actually apparently cares about their shows or the characters that they're writing when they're new. But with the OG beloved characters, they just kind of leave them in the dust. They say, whatever, people are going to watch it. It doesn't matter what we do. And sadly, apparently, like I was saying with Kenobi, I saw a lot of people that were just saying, it's fine, it's good, blah, blah, blah. Like, no, just because it's Kenobi, like, I want an actual good show. And it's unfortunate because, you know, they kept throwing Darth Vader in there. Every time Darth Vader showed up in the Kenobi show, it was such a cool scene. And every single time that cool scene with Vader was there, it was ruined by terrible writing and them wanting to be, nothing could ever go wrong for the heroes. Like, come on, y'all. It just didn't feel grounded in reality. And I know I'm saying, right, grounded in reality, Star Wars, but y'all know what I mean. Grounded in an actual real story. Grounded in something that makes sense. Ladies and gentlemen, I want the Ahsoka show to be great. I want it to be good. Like I've said many times, Ahsoka's one of my favorite characters, and I hope that the show is good. But the track record simply isn't looking promising. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you're thinking about the Ahsoka show in the comments below. Let me know if you're excited, if you're also a little pessimistic, a little realistic, to be honest. I'm just worried. I'm worried about how Disney's treating Star Wars in general. It just seems like they don't care. It's sad, you know? I've been a big Star Wars fan for the longest time. And hey, if you're a Star Wars fan, consider subscribing down below. It's been very sad to me to see a lot of the Star Wars franchise kind of go down the gutter. The situation with Star Wars has been quite unfortunate for a long time. Ever since the new series of Star Wars, I'm talking episode 7, 8, 9, those were the most horrible, dog water, actual manure pile piece of movies that I've ever seen. Piece of movies, does that make sense? They're just horrible. Star Wars episode 8 was the worst movie in Star Wars existence. Don't at me. If you like Star Wars episode 8, you are a film critic that is so disconnected with the fans, that's so disconnected with the Star Wars franchise that you're looking for literal garbage on your little checklist. You're a Hollywood critic that nobody agrees with, okay? Because ain't no way, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, not sorry. Star Wars episode 8 was the worst piece of Star Wars media in history. Right up there with the holiday special. That's all I'm saying. And episode 9 was also terrible. If you turned off your brain and just looked at the pretty colors, maybe you could at least get a little bit of enjoyment from episode 9. But it was horrible too. And Star Wars fans have been taking major L's for a gosh dang long time. If it wasn't for Andor and the Mandalorian, we'd be gosh dang dead in a pit at this point. So ladies and gentlemen, that is why I'm concerned about what's to come. That's why I'm concerned about the Ahsoka show. I want it to be good, but I just don't think it will. I have no faith in Disney. I don't. I hope that this is a good show. I hope that the Ahsoka show turns out to be good. I hope that I'm proven wrong. I hope that I'm the idiot that you guys could roast in the comments saying, haha, loser, you were wrong. I hope that that's the situation because I want it. I want the show to be good. And I hope it is. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts down in the description. Let me know what y'all thinking about the Ahsoka show. Are you excited? Are you worried as I am? Are you pessimistic? Realistic? Let me know what you're thinking about Star Wars in general, and specifically about the Ahsoka show. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate y'all being here. Thanks so very much. If you haven't subscribed, please do consider doing such. Follow me on Twitch down in the description. All those links down there. I appreciate y'all. Thanks so very much. And until next time, I'll see you.